Right.
Okay. Yes,
So
I can.
here's the purpose of this video. There is none. We're bored, okay?
Squirrel. Oh, there goes Sabrina. She gonna get that squirrel and she gonna bring it back to me and be like, look, Dad, I killed it. We can't have nice things, so you kill it.
But
Oh, okay. I remember when she first did that. Amber's like, you should quit scolding your child. She's trying so hard to kill shit for you. I was like, because she was like, oh, okay, I'll go put it back. Yeah, whoops.
but, oh shit!
Is that too loud? Oh, loud?
What the hell is going on? It's fine, but
I'm pulling trash up the thing up the road.
Okay.
I hope it's not too loud.
I didn't hear it, but
In
it's
the video. I'm just moving we got a weird rock driveway. This plastic wheel.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
I said I gotta do it before Sam got back. They've been chilling at our house. Me and Amber have actually been kind of opening up to them. My wife. We've been opening up to them. Well, they killed the fuck out of the weapons at home and all this jazz. Even couple guys, whoever the guy was, that did their rock driveway, where it was like they poured rock, concrete mixed in, and when it rained, it would flatten out. They even got a dude to come do that for us. We didn't pay anything to our whole driveway. Now, it's not smooth concrete like, oh, hey, we had a whole concrete English. They got that medicine still kicking in sometimes. But, Patches, don't you pee on that. Hey. There you go.
Don't pee on that, Patches.
And planting a set of flowers. Every animal that has a dick has tried to pee on it. Next 5 days, I'm like, bruh. Okay, we're back inside now. It's hot as fuck. But video boredom.
Yeah, we're extremely bored. But
I just got back from my doctor's thing yesterday.
Yeah, the dentist.
I'm actually finally able to speak. I'll tell you what, I kind of feel helpless. I'm military training and other shit. My fam don't know what sign language is. They look at Amber, and Amber's sitting here yelling at them too, and I'm just like pointing at my ear and they're pointing at my mouth that couldn't be open because I was so goddamn dehydrated. I feel like my lips are closed up on themselves, plus the medicine in my face limp. It was like a double oof. But I got my face back. I can swallow. I can sort of eat. It's getting better. Eating.
Right, but
still my ears still stopped up.
So down to the point to where your ear was in a shit ton of pain, and your jaw was like had to get someone to come pry it open.
Yep. Well, not the jaw, the lips. They were. It's because of the way the medicine was working for that appointment. They rub it on your teeth, they stick you with the needle, and I had extra gas just because. But they did stick me with the needle. Apparently the needle is standard procedure.
Yeah, it is.
But I had all of that, and I was, he would dig a finger to something, rub it on my face, on my teeth. Well, whenever that gel touches, it goes so I can numb.
That was something I wanted to mention. That gel is not standard procedure, however, that I know of. Because
right, the gel... And the gas is extra.
Yeah, that's extra. That's just.
But I'm glad they offer it to someone like me, because I can't do it.
That's more comforting stuff for before the needle. Because when I go to the dentist, that's my only concern. Once they get that needle in, I'm like, do whatever you want to me. I don't care.
Well, you're a brave boy. You know that.
Because I have a terrible fear of needles. I haven't uploaded the
That
video
needle's
yet, but
gonna-
if you didn't notice, I also have a slight fear of the ocean. It's a rediscovered one.
Boats.
But
Boats.
yeah.
Right. Hey, Mars is afraid of the storms. During all that tropical storm shit going on, she paced more than Sabrina's ever ran her entire life within like 4 days. And here's me pacing, and I'm like, why are you pacing? Well, a storm, and it would lightning, and she'd jump up into my arms like, save me. Poor kid. I think we all have a phobia. We just don't know it yet.
Yeah.
That's what I think about phobias.
Yeah.
And Clover has said this before, though. We all have skeletons or clauses. We all have a fear of something. That's what makes us human. But we also all have a phobia of some sort. We all have cancer. She basically levels it out. We all have a race, and we all have a gender. So why we fight so much? This is back when me and you were having so much issues with people.
But,
We're all the same, yet we're all different, and yet we still fight with each other. Like one group is better than the other group because they're homosexual, have cancer, and they're all white, for example. Okay, and Clover's white too. She's so fucking white. If she was black, you wouldn't be able to tell how white she is because she's albino. You know. And I agree with her on that, though. I really do. It doesn't matter your race. It doesn't matter your gender or gender preference. It doesn't matter what you do in life. We're all in the same playing field. The family's about to get home, so I'll probably take you upstairs because they're gonna come in singing. But you know,
I know I've told you this a shit ton, but I don't think I've ever told it to the guys watching. I have a fear. I had an extremely bad fear of bees, to the point to where it was like
bees.
from my since I was 7 years old. I was grabbing apples, throwing them because I saw it in a video game. I was like, throw apple, it explode. I want to see apple explode. So
Kirby.
it was actually the bully game. Believe it or not.
Oh. Apple hand grenades. That sounds better than a baseball grenade. So you think they say that, right? An apple a day keeps the doctor away.
An apple a day will keep anyone away if you throw it hard enough.
A teaspoon of gunpowder has never not sobered a man up. So
an
okay.
An apple a day will keep anyone away if you throw it hard enough. But
you're right.
Here's the thing. So I was around maybe.
Run.
Who went? You bring the garbage up? Okay.
Still there you go.
I was around
Just
maybe
goes.
12 or 13.
She's been upstairs.
I was around 12 or 13, and you know, every day that I go outside, I see a bee fly around my face. That was it. I was going inside for the rest of the day. Or, you know, if they ushered me back outside, I'd be very, very nervous. I'd pace. And then I just was like,
Maybe some panic,
literally,
right?
I'm not even fucking around with this. Not even by a little bit. One day I was just like, ha! Nope! And went outside. Haven't had a problem with it since.
But what made you change?
I don't know. I was just like, fuck
Did
it.
you just come to terms that you can die doing anything? That's how a lot of people. That's how Clover makes people get over their
I was
fears.
more afraid of them stinging me and the pain of being stung. I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm done being terrified.
It's funny. I got a fun little story to share with you and the viewers. Is Amber for Life is really good at therapist stuff. She does other things as well. But I remember she did a therapy class before the corona outbreak. And Clover just happened to be there like, well, I'm in a wheelchair, you're my ride, so I'll just do what I do best. Sit here and menacingly stare at everybody. And it just so happened that they throw a tennis ball around, you know, and the person gets to share their rehabilitation or what they're in for. Some of them were in there for reasons that are confidential, and others were in there for phobias and drugs. And I remember we had like 5 of them in one day. And when Clover was there, it was 5 phobias, and I had like 10 or 20 more. We had a whole room of phobias. And it's like, wow, it's like watching my children plus Hyper plus, oh look, the thunderstorm, and then one of them's bouncing off the walls, and they stop what they're doing, they're panicking. Clover has a very short fuse. I mean, you've probably learned this as well in Discord. She has a short-ass fuse. It don't take long for her to get mad and start cussing people out in French. Well, instead of getting mad this one time, she was tired of the people that were actually having meltdowns because of, like, chairs scooching on the floor, tapping, or that one light's flickering, or Clover gave them a weird-ass speech in English about the same thing I told you, but she also said we can all die doing whatever. So having a phobia of spiders is no different than a guy who's afraid of fireworks because boom. Okay? You know, if you're afraid of the heights, you're afraid of the water, you're afraid of... She said it really doesn't matter in the long run because everyone's got a phobia. We all have a gender. We all have a race. We all have a skin color. We all have our own creed. We all live on the same planet. And everyone has their own problems. Stop worrying about it. A lot of people agreed. What'd you do? Downstairs too. Everyone should be outside though.
But that brings me back to the story of the beef here. I don't know what caused it. It was literally just at that point I literally just stopped giving a fuck. At that point.
Right.
I had no self-reflection of it. I just went outside and
just existed.
Felt the spring air. I was like, it was gone. The fear was gone.
Yep. Sometimes it's an internal realization. Kind of like what Clover said with hers, is more of an internal realization that she just so happened to want to share with a bunch of phobiacs, or whatever you call them. People have like fault phobias. It's more of a realization. Sometimes it's just there. I mean, I used to have with my mental disorder, I used to hate having food touching on the same plate. And I had a craving for mac and cheese and nothing else. And it just kind of happens, you know. I used to believe that phobias were a mental thing. They were psychological, you know. Spider movie plus arachnophobia. The movie was made to traumatize people with arachnophobia. The Anaconda movies were made to traumatize people who hated large snakes. Phobia. Jaws and all the other shark movies that were made to be seriously scary. Well, look at there. There's a phobia of sharks, and that movie they were all admitted. All the directors admitted to it. If you have a phobia of what this movie is about, don't watch it. It'll kill you. Of course, that's part of the reason why I hate Jaws and sharks so much. I'm starting to feel stiff. I'm not walking around all day, Brown Bye. Man, shit. But sometimes it's just a realization. Sometimes it just fucking happens. Yeah. Like you. And after it just happens, you're like, I was scared of bees? When was this shit? There's that really big ass hornet that shows up in the background like, what's up, a nigga? No, I'm just kidding. Yes, I said Nietzsche. Just add two B's in there. There was no two G's.
I never really had arachnophobia. It's more of a caution at this point. Because if I see a red dot on a spider, I'm just going to say, stay away from that. I'm going to warn everybody that there's a black widow in the middle of it. Oh, hey, starts with
well, yeah, but you're also not going to say it's the most deadliest spider in the world, because technically you live with that one and it can't do anything. Well, it's not the world's deadliest, but, you know, it's America's deadliest. And even though it's poisonous, like, what did that one idiot on YouTube say? They don't do it on purpose to hurt you. It's more of a defense, so they're not trying to kill you when they bite you. So in other words, if you're getting bit by a black widow, you're scared the fuck out of it, where you're intentionally at its face, and if you're actually near it, then, well, God save you if he's even around to help you. Because, man, oh man, you are stupid. You might need a stim pack because of that shit. But, you know, I know one thing that made Amber so crazy, because she has arachnophobia, that's why she did well with that group of people, was Legend of Zelda. She hated that game for so long because the first game she saw me play was Spirit Tracks and Phantom Hourglass. Before that, because they had giant spiders, they were about as big as their character. because they can only do a half a heart of damage. And once I showed her that they're easy to be killed, and they only do a half a heart of damage, she liked the game a bit more. Did she get over her fear? Hell no. But it got better. She kind of saw spiders like that for a bit, and then she went on a genocide and killed a bunch of spiders. But
You put a daddy long legs in my room. I'll even hold the
What's
thing.
up,
I don't
buddy?
really bother. I don't really bother with it. It won't really doesn't really bother me that it's there. And fun fact, if you find a daddy long legs, please don't kill it. It's actually beneficial to have those around. There's a lot of beneficial insects, actually, like house centipedes and other things. Just
okay, you said house insects. I was like, house incest. Okay,
no.
it's gonna turn my brain back on.
No. So
Having to swallow some of these pieces whole. Difficult, man.
last time we talked about the fact that quarantine was not a reason to shut down the shit. We went off on that video just talking about random things. And I think that's something that was very interesting. We just we're bored.
They're brought by spider sharks with needles for rocket launchers. Someone's gonna have a phobia of that after I said that. You watch. There's gonna be someone in the comments somewhere. It seems like I have a phobia of all of those things.
I wonder if anybody has a phobia of stepping on a Lego in the dark. That's got to be a phobia, right?
No. Not yet. That one's more or less I'm just afraid to. Hey, when I was a kid, if I got in trouble, I'd go into my room and I'd dump all the Legos out. I'd tell the Lego is just made for sharp ends. And I'm like, you have to come across here to get me. And then, like, we've got to leave the room to pee. And I hold up a bottle, or I point it at the window. And I will take my chances. I had 8 days of food stockpiled, and they didn't have to they had to sleep to go to work, so. I was like, don't try me. I will prevail. Yay. This pizza's huge.
But it's just if you guys are actually watching and you're interested, comment down below what you're fucking terrified of to no end. I'll tell you mine. Needles. I am almost deathly afraid of needles. But
you're gonna think this is funny, bro, mine? I'm afraid of blood.
I don't think that's funny. I know some people who will pass out.
Bags of blood.
My cousin will pass out if he sees blood.
Well, a lot of people find it strange given my military experience. It's fine if it's pouring out of somebody, but when Amber's like, I got a blood bag, I want a blood bag, I'm like, oh, God. Let's pass it back.
But,
oh, honey.
When someone pulls out a needle, I've actually been better about this lately, but if something pulls out a needle, or I know a needle is involved, like dentist appointments,
syringer.
I'm just terrified. Even though I know back in the back of my head that it's gonna be like every other time. They get the gel that numbs my face, and then the needle, you barely even feel it until it goes in, and by the time you feel it, it's already been numbed completely, and they're taking the damn thing out. So.
Well, not really. Not always.
For me,
I didn't even really shut mine in. I had no clue until I saw the bill. And it was like, you had the gas too? I'm like, you want me to be in pain forever? Which like, that's why you were so much in pain now. Couldn't feel for like 4 days. Or was it? Not 4 days. How long was it, Mom? I went at 1. It didn't stop hurting until 9 that night. So about 4 hours, maybe.
About 5 hours.
That's all because when it hurts, because the needle, standard procedure.
But
the gel can be. It just depends.
Dentists are different. I know this, so I want to explain mine.
Right.
I go to a dentist called Nagy and Magistro in I'd say it'd be I don't know the exact town, but what they do is First off, I get in there. I sit down. They lay me back and put the light on me. They they scratch around my teeth, and then they look, and then they hit me with the gel. They give me the laughing gas, and then they pump this like. It's not exactly a syringe. It's not a syringe needle. It's just a needle that has medicine that drags it out on its own. So it's just a pump, kind of.
It'll a little sticky with that.
But once I barely even feel it once they stick me. Though I did the worst one I felt, which wasn't really that bad. I kind of held my composure. They even complimented like that's the hardest injection that we've ever have to give is in the front, the two front teeth in between in the middle. But I just stood there, not even doing anything.
That's how mine was.
And then I get numb.
But I was so damn gassed up.
Once I'm numb, I'm fine. I'm like, I'm ready. Beam me up, Scotty. I legitimately said that in one of my dentist appointments. But they were like,
also in the comment section here, if you've ever had surgery in your face or been in contact with laughing gas, and you have a story to share, let us know the strangest thing you've ever said while under the influence of laughing gas.
Yeah, I said some weird shit.
Mine was really more in my head because I couldn't really communicate. But in my head, I was like, dude, quit asking me if I'm okay. I'm hyperventilating, and all I could do was blink at you. Do your job. I couldn't say it out loud, though. I enjoy my doctor.
Do your job. But,
he's like, oh, I'm sorry, man. I just put too much jelly. I wet some of it off, and my brain's like, oh, my gosh, no.
Once I get numb, they'd lay me back, and I'm like, okay. Sometimes I just almost fall asleep in the fucking dentist chair while they're sitting there.
I did.
I get lost in the noises of the damn drills and stuff. I just, and you know, you get that feeling, you feel the pressure against your tooth with the thing, but you never really feel them actually doing anything. It's just dust. Eventually your mouth just fills with tooth dust, and they take water and shit and rinse it out. That's basically the process. I go in, I do
always
shit, I come out, and like...
Every time I chunk them out, it goes under my tongue. I can't say it's what's on my tongue. And she's like, it's probably nothing. And she checked and I was like, hey, look what we used to do. Where's I ended up? It was like really more than one piece of tooth, but... I
don't think I've ever bled from a dentist appointment. But the day I got my braces removed, I mentioned this to you, the day I got my braces removed a few years ago, just the simple prying of shit off my teeth.
Yeah.
They told me to brush my teeth, blood. The next day I brushed my teeth, blood.
Oh, so you're just out. Looks like you wouldn't know if you bled until they really cleaned it.
Because I had to spit out the toothpaste and stuff, the blood mixed in with spit and stuff. Ugh. But,
yeah, it's the pizza and I died.
I was told, and somebody told me this, they lied. I was told that they had a spray adhesive remover.
Nope.
Nope. They will drill at that tooth without any numbing or anything. They'll just drill the fucking glue off your tooth. It sucks. It sucks, but it's not the worst feeling. It's definitely uncomfortable, but it's not the worst.
I was told I need braces, and I pointed at the back of my mouth on top and bottom. I'm like, oh, you should have your wisdom teeth in, or molars, or I don't remember what they're called, the ones that show up in the very, very back on top and bottom. And I told them, smiling is not my forte. Anyways, I could not give it. But see me, and they had this one tooth, the front bottom. You've probably seen it yourself when I'm on a chat with you.
Yes.
I got home and I felt better. There's a gap, a horrid gap right there in the bottom front from those teeth. But once again, it was already kind of like $90 for the whole procedure, extra. Insurance kind of paid for some of it. But I was like, I couldn't give a shit about teeth. I'm like, what? I look anyway. She doesn't care if I have no teeth or a few teeth or all my teeth and there's something that's fine. But she has the Dracula fang on one of her canine teeth. Where she chipped it, so it's just a social thing. Now, I'm not saying braces don't not cause problems by not having them, because then I'd be lying to you. I'm not a doctor. But still, to me, I didn't have any issues out of my cavity the first time. I was before vaccine. Until they did the surgery. And it hurt for about a year. And it prevented me from doing things like eating ice cream. Like right now I have a bit of teeth, a bit of pizza between my new teeth. And I'll probably stay in there for a week in my fucking saliva, and it'll likely disintegrate because I can't just stick my finger in there and get it out. I bit down, I tell you what, I bit down, and I was like, shit. And I was like, huh, my brain is like going, for no reason. That's how it works, I guess, right?
Right. Actually,
I was
another
expecting
dentist
pain.
story I'd like to mention. I had a cavity at one point.
Okay.
Actually, no, I had to get a tooth pulled. The normal dentist I went to at the time, it was like somewhere near town. I was just like, no, I wouldn't let them fuck around with me. I don't remember exactly the reason. I guess I was just nervous and terrified, but I wouldn't let them do anything.
You went. Did you go for a swim, Alice? Or did you go for a swim? There's a bug in the pool. There's a bug in the pool, Alice.
What happened was,
Did you get it?
they ended up taking me to a doctor and a dentist in Huntington. I don't remember exactly the details. I was so young, but
Huntington equals Huntington confirmed.
it was for kids or something like that. Got in there, was really nervous.
Because it was for kids, because you were struggling so much. You know, it's their job to be. It's their job.
No, I was a kid. I was just like 7 at the time, or 6 or something.
Oh, then yeah, you were a kid. Never mind. I thought you were just as recently where you were.
But it was for kids. No, it was very long ago because I have the tooth now. But so they put gum over the pulled tooth. I think that's what they said.
Oh God.
And then a few years later, I just felt something for like the longest time. I felt something poking out of there. I was like, huh, that shouldn't be happening because it's already been covered in gum. So it was like it shouldn't be poking out, right?
Basically they stuck gum, like chewing gum.
Not chewing gum, but like the physical matter of gums, like basically artificial gums over that.
Okay.
Because it was
And then they were gonna
like smooth. There wasn't even like where the tooth had been pulled or anything. It was like smooth.
Right. So
But then a few years ago,
been quite through.
it grew out. I don't even know where it came from.
Because you have 2 sets of teeth.
Right.
Like my daughters, they have like 3 because, you know, Kate loses teeth like water at this point. And yet she still has teeth in her skull, and like, what is due? Emma calls her a little nail gun because she loses teeth, and it's like, hey, Mom, I lost another one. And she's like, well, go ask your dad for $20. But, she knows better. I'm not going to say anything because I don't know how many kids are watching, really, but, and I walked in and like, Dad cannot just give you $20 every time you yank a tooth out. She's like, but Sabrina. She and Sabrina got to a tussle and got too rough with each other. It was hilarious. Sabrina walked in with nose blood and shit where she got a scratch right above her nose. And she's like, bruh. Kid me. They had their fun fighting. It's not like sibling rivalry lists, like, oh, I'm pissed off, you're you and you're better because you're older or some shit. It's something like a usual rivalry, yes. Completely different. Hilarious. They'll fight just because. She's like, I'm gonna get you, Kate. And Kate's like, what? Oh, we knocked my drink over. There's a quick pause. And then they beat each other in like 5 minutes. They'll get rough with each other. It's hilarious. Like, bones might get broken if it was me on one of them. But they're sitting there having fights and scratching and biting, and it's like, oh, look, a cat fight. And I spend the next 5 minutes while they're doing that poking Alice, because Alice is our little baby. She's the smallest animal in the house. And she's like, please, leave me the fuck alone. I really don't like you around me. I'm trying to sleep. And she'll get up and walk away like, fuck this shit. And then when she gets up, I'm like, yeet. She's like, hi. Why did you pick me up? Don't you listen when I ask you to leave me the fuck alone? No. She's like, shit. Oh, wow. Starts doing a hell of a job at the castle. Yep. You know. Well, it's because Alice is the baby of the house, and there's a good reason why she is. I mean, once you know how she is, Brahma. You know what she's like, and
Yeah.
so she's the baby of the household. She has a hard time being with people anyway. But when I sit here and mess with her, it's so much fun because she's like, "Leave me the hell alone, please. I want to be left alone, please." And then she finally gets to sleep, and she's like, "Damn it, and I can't sleep. Thanks." It's like I didn't mess with you,
Okay.
like you asked.
We're reaching the 30-minute mark, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and cut it off here.
Yay! This video's older than I am. Whoa! Did it?
But I'm
30.
gonna go ahead and end it here, guys. Thank you, Plague Doctor, for being here, talking about some stories that we've had, listening to my stories and telling some stories of your own. Thank you for being here.
Alice says read. I felt, oh god. Oh fuck. He has the word yes in dirt. It's laying down.
And thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.
Aye.